All right, so we're moving into our movement section here. So we are going to focus on doing an upright yoga flow. Since this is designed to be done while on the trails, and typically it's really wet and dirty and not everybody wants to get down on the ground when they're hiking. So wherever you are, stand up. If you are unable to stand, you can do this sitting down. You're just going to be focused more on your arm movements, and if you're unable to do some of these, I just want you to focus on your breath and your heart and doing that. So we are going to start with some mountains. So just standing there, rooting yourself down, breathing down into the ground. We want to feel the heaviness of what it is that we are releasing. We want to feel it grounding into our legs. You may close your eyes if you want to. Typically I do, but I kind of need to be aware of my surroundings right now. So breathing down and rooting. Let me see if I can move this so you can kind of get a better view here. So rooting down, hands at your sides. Big breath in. And allow your shoulders to sink in with your feet. They should be about hip width apart. And sinking down into your heels. From here, we are going to do a sun salutation. If possible, do face the sun. If not, completely fine. And up there. Hold that for a moment because this is actually our upward salute. And down into prayer. Big breath in at our heart chakra. And exhale, moving all of that energy down into your feet. And again, big arms up into receiving. Hands above us, drawing in the energy from the universe and the sun. Bringing it down into our heart chakra as we release. If you want to, you can vocalize. It's a beautiful way to release. So exhale that breath with vocalization. And up again. Holding. Hold the breath as well. Down to your heart chakra and exhale. Alright, from here we're going to go into tree. If you cannot put your leg very high, you can leave your toe feeling on the ground with your foot up against your ankle. If you can, go to your calf or your knee. If you're able to, get that arch up into that knee. If you need to put your arms up for balance, that's fine, but I would like you to focus on your heart chakra because of what you're releasing. Feel what it is that you're releasing. Feel its weight on your heart. And take those deep breaths. Push your heel into the ground. If you fall, that's fine. Catch yourself and come back. Find that balance again. From here, we are going to go into chair. Want to focus, have your knees at hip width again. We're going to come straight down, straight back, and be mindful that your knees do not go over your toes. So you can, I like to keep my hands in a prayer position or a folded position. You can put them out or in either direction if you need to keep your balance, but we're coming straight down. You want to pull yourself back if you need to. You may find yourself actually go back if you go too far, so just recenter and come down. And what we're actually going to do now is we're going to push through our legs and up. Breathe in and exhale down into chair again. Inhale up. Exhale down. From here, we are going to feet together, step forward, turn that back leg out. We are going to keep our hands up in warrior two. And if you need to scoot one of those legs back, do so. Again, making sure that we are not having our knee go over our toes. Keep it as straight as possible. You want your knee and your ankle to be into alignment. Keep those arms up. And lunge as far as you can. Feel that breath, feel that stretch on that back leg, and root down with that first one. You want to be pushing it at a forward angle so that you are steady. And we want to lunge up and switch. So again, find that sweet spot for you. I have really long limbs, so I tend to have to go back a little farther to get that positioning. Keeping those arms up. Rooting down, breathing. I want you to draw attention to your body where anything may hurt. Think about what it is that you're releasing and see where those points of tension are. Because wherever those points of tension are is actually where you are holding this within yourself. We're going to switch into warrior one. Arms straight forward. If you are ambitious, you may go into bow to angle, which is this, which does not require you to touch anything. You can just stay hovering above the ground. You can touch the ground if you want to. If you are outside, I don't suggest it. You never know what's on the ground. So, warrior one. Breathing in and rooting down. Come back together, switching sides. Warrior one, rooting down into the back leg, forward on an angle, straight down with that front leg. Breathing, if you're ambitious, go into the triangle pose. Breathe about 2-3 counts and come back up. From here, we are actually going to go into crescent lunge. So arms back up into warrior two, arms back. Make sure you're leaning into it because this is where we actually get that curve. See if I can shift so that you can see it. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. We see that angle? You want to have that curve. That's what makes this a crescent lunge. Be wary that you're not letting that toe go over. And you can switch sides. Breathing deep and feeling that pull. Holding your core and feeling the pull in your back and that back hamstring. Breathing. Rooting down, being mindful of that knee and that ankle, keeping them straight. Alright, from there we're going to come back together and we are going to do our sun salutation again. Up into that upward salute, we're going to hold this. Breathing deep with our diaphragm. And arms down into prayer position, focusing on what it is that we are drawing in. Those blessings in which we would like to receive. I want you to stay there breathing for a minute. If you would like to, you can come back down into mountain. And I want you to focus on coming into yourself. I want you to stand there for another minute and I want you to take a full assessment of your body from head to toe, breathing in and releasing down into your toes. Breathe in up from your toes to the top of your crown and back down into the earth. Let's go. Beautiful. Stay in mountain pose while you do that. And we do that for 4 breaths. So that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I want you to wiggle your arms, your toes, and your fingers. Kind of shake your body to bring that awareness back to your kind of consciousness, because we kind of tapped into our subconscious, into our body a little bit, and that can kind of give you vertigo if you're not too careful, because you're switching into different brain states. So we're going to move on now into our journey, which starts with the shamanic drumming. So I will get the drum and you continue to do your breathing and bringing yourself back to the present, because we are going to start in on our journey.